Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Saturday Grub with us. I am Natasha
This is Eddie.
and today we're going to be before we introduce our topic for today, gonna give them any kind of information, any background info
About,
why we haven't been making videos.
we're going to get into that right now since that's
Okay.
pretty much
That's
incorporated into the topic.
okay. Well, today we are talking about meeting each other's
What's wrong?
this little thread thing.
Oh,
Let me start again.
no,
From
I'm
that
not.
part.
I told you, I'm not going. This is straight through, so don't say anything that you want to say.
Oh my
I am
gosh.
not cutting anything this one.
Well, moving on. Today we are talking about meeting each other's family. For me, I have met more of his family in person than he has of mine. Yeah?
You forgot one thing, though.
What? Oh. See, this is why I have you here. Well, since I'm talking about the topic, you want to tell them what we're eating today?
Sonic.
You're like pretty self-explanatory.
What's their logo, their catchphrase, or whatever?
This is how we Sonic. It's hashtag this is how we Sonic.
That's a hashtag on the thing.
I don't know. That's all it says.
Like, eat fresh is Subway's.
Really?
I think, right? I'm asking the camera like it's going to respond to me. Yeah. Anyways, continue.
But yeah, today we're having Sonic, and then we will be talking about meeting each other's family in person, virtually over the phone, etc., etc. We'll go into more details, and as we go on, we will explain where we were, what we were up to, and how we've just been coping and doing life.
You know what we should have done before we started?
Uh-huh.
Opening the burgers.
It's not that loud. There's two types of people in the world. My burger's upside down. It's a slider. It's not a burger. Pickles?
Yeah, forgot about the pickles. You want my pickles?
No.
You want my pickle?
What's your pickles?
All right.
You good over there?
I don't like pickles.
Pickle hater.
All right. So me myself, I haven't physically met any of her family besides my daughter. But she's met pretty much.
I think almost all except for your mom's siblings.
Yeah. And well, the
In
army of my dad's side, but you're probably never gonna meet them.
I think from your dad's side, I've just met your dad, of course, and then just one of your cousins, I think.
Yeah, my cousin.
Yeah. But let's start from the top.
Oh, and two cousins actually.
Really? Who's the other one?
Jenny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah. But yeah, I've met your mom, your dad, your older sister, your younger sister, your fur babies, your mom's, well, I was going to say your mom's older brother, but I just remember she's the oldest sibling. Mom's both brothers and vaguely, but I've spoken to her hi hello over the phone.
Yeah. See, you were scared of my grandfather. She's the scary one.
Yeah, and funny enough, one of the major reasons that we were not so active on here was because we were getting prepped up for your grandparents coming over, your grandfather and your grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess this is the first time that they're here for so long.
Yeah. My grandpa. Well, he wanted to come, but he didn't want to come. While it was cold.
In this season.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't want to be stuck inside, blah blah blah. So my grandma was like, no, let's go. And then my grandpa was like, all right, you want to go? Let's go then. But we're not going to go there for just a measly little week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or even for a month. We're going for 3 months. And
He really thought that if he was gonna say that, your grandma's gonna be like, "Oh my god, 3 months, I'm not going." But she was like, "Oh my god, 3 months, I am going."
well, he wasn't expecting her to say she didn't want to come. It was just like that. You want to come? I'm gonna make you come for a long time. That doesn't sound right.
Oh my god.
You want to
Especially,
go? We'll go for a long time.
you want to visit? We'll go visit, but we're staying for a long time. But yeah, his grandparents are here. They came
The
the
29th.
Monday, well, the Monday after Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the first time I met them both in person.
Well, you met them the 30th, right? No.
No, I met them on Monday afternoon, remember?
Oh yeah.
Because I got home from work and they were here already.
Yeah.
But yeah, before I met them, whenever I'd speak to your grandpa on the phone, I was like, oh my god, he's so intimidating. He's so scary. Like, he always just looked so serious on the phone. I mean, I guess he still does. But now that I've met him in person, I've spoken to him several times. I mean, I'm here at home with him every day. And he's so sweet. Like, both of them are really nice.
Yeah, my grandpa is like the goofiest one out of all of them.
He really is really funny. He really is really funny. But yeah, I think he's very nice. I was scared for no reason. I was like, oh my god, he's probably gonna be so intimidating. He's always gonna be like serious about things. He's gonna ask me like serious questions. But instead he's here like making jokes. He's trying to talk to me. And he even told me, he was like, oh, I'm gonna teach you Spanish and you can teach me your language, which I think it's so sweet of him. He's really nice. And then there's your grandma, who is just, oh, she's so adorable. She reminds me of my own grandmother.
Oh yeah, my grandma's really sweet. Yeah, the only time my grandpa will get serious and like in your face and whatnot,
Yeah.
if you get him mad.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really get mad at us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, unless we do like something really dumb and worthy of him getting mad. But other than that,
Yeah. I think he's very nice though. I mean, both
yeah,
of them, they're really
like they're respected in their community type stuff. Like
they're
over there in
sweet.
Guatemala,
Mm.
like they're
Oh,
respected. Like everybody respects them over there.
yeah.
So they're really kind people and stuff.
Very
I
well
was
known, I guess.
about to say people in person same time. I mean, yeah, they're well known. I mean, I guess they've lived in the same house for years,
Mm-hmm.
like years. I think they've lived there since um my mom was a kid.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
I'm not sure how long they've been living there, but I know they've lived there for at least more than, how old is my sister?
27?
27 years. More than 20, at least more than 27 years.
That's very interesting. And I think, I mean, I haven't gotten to spend a lot of time with them. It's just only been, well, exactly 7 days today. But I think they're both very emotional, very sweet. I've said sweet like several times because they really are that sweet. But I mean, the way that they talk, they're genuinely very nice people. And I think I was scared of no reason, for no reason. But it's been really cool. It's been really interesting getting to know your grandparents, and I was really hoping I'd get to see them or like sooner. But I mean, now it's a great time right now too, and I'm glad they're here.
Yeah, my grandma really wanted to come because she wanted to meet Kayla.
Yeah.
She was really excited about that.
Yeah.
Mm. But yeah, so that's I'm I since I really technically haven't really met any of your family besides like phones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask you some questions first. Yes, because you've gone through the process of like meeting my dad, meeting my mom.
The physical meet.
Yeah,
The
physical meet and all that. So I guess let's start with the first person you met. Um, when you first met my mother, before meeting her, this is pretty much all the questions I'm asked for, like each of them. Before meeting my mother, what did you think of her?
I was scared. Well, given that context and that situation that we were in that current time, I was very scared to meet her. And when I actually I was like, oh my god, I wonder what she's gonna say. Like, maybe she's not gonna like me. Maybe she herself is gonna ask me like a billion questions. And I don't know. I just didn't expect her. I don't know. I wasn't picturing her to be the way she is. It's like, oh my gosh, she's gonna be scary. She's obviously gonna ask me a lot of questions because I am with her only son, her son who's practically her baby. I
I'm
mean,
actually the only boy in the family, and her brothers and sisters, no boys.
I know, and you have a lot of pride in that. Yeah, so I mean, given that that's a huge thing, right? So having to meet the mother of the guy that I'm with, and he's basically the only guy in the entire family. I mean, I think it was a huge thing for me. There was a lot of pressure on me, and I was scared, I was intimidated, but when I actually met your mom and I gave her this hug and she was so tiny and cute and short, I was like, "Oh my god, she's like this little doll." Cuz so, well, she's not a doll, but I was like, "Okay, I'm the shortest in my family and people here think that I'm pretty tall. I'm not that tall, but I'm like the shortest in my family." So when I met your mom, I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's so short. There's people shorter than me." And it was just sweet. Like, I think, and from that time, I mean, ever since I first physically or in person got to meet her, I mean, till now, I think she's been so amazing to me. She's like my mom now.
She actually likes you more than us.
See, maybe y'all are adopted. I'm the genuine one. I was her daughter in the last life.
Nah. So let me admit something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I told you.
I can't.
She low key did not like the idea
I
of
know.
you.
I know.
She was like, um, have we said the story of why you and I are living
No.
together?
No.
Do you want to say it?
I mean, we can.
Well, I won't say
We
like
just moved in
details.
together.
Yeah, so there were some issues. She had to move in with me. Well, she didn't have to, but I was like, why don't you move in with me?
We didn't expect it to work out the way it did work out because we both were not expecting a positive feedback. At least I wasn't expecting a positive feedback. I don't know
Well,
about you.
let me tell the story.
Okay, okay.
So I had to, cause we live in my mom's house. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Like, well, according to her, there's bigger houses, which that
I
kind
think
of
it's bigger than the average house.
it's the biggest house I've ever lived in.
That's funny.
Like legit, the place I came from was
Mm-hmm.
pretty much just the living room and the dining room.
Yeah.
That's like,
Yeah.
and then the house over there. It was pretty big, but it wasn't like this one. It's huge.
Okay, carry on.
Anyways, yeah. So I'm living with my mom, and because my mom's like, I have this huge house. If you move, I'm gonna sell it. So kind of guilt tripping me into this. So I was like, well, here's the thing. My girl needs someone to stay. Can she come here? And she gave me the like, whenever you're watching a show and like there's that scene where it goes dead silent and you're like, oh snap, stuff is gonna go down right now, type of stuff, like
It's
that silence.
It's the climax.
So it was like that kind of silence. Like there was no other sounds. There was like no my sister wasn't making any noise. Amber wasn't making any, like no sound. I was like, oh, it probably lasted like 2 seconds, but it felt like a long time. And then she's like, well, I guess she can come. She didn't like the idea because she's like, I had like with her coming here, I have to accept that my boy finally has a woman, and he's a man. I'm like, that's right, I'm a man
No, you didn't.
in my head, but I didn't want to do anything that be like, oh, you want to do that? No, then, but in my head I was like, yeah, that's right.
That must have been a pretty emotional encounter for her because she's like, oh my god, I have to accept the fact that my son is finally no longer my baby boy. Like, he's growing up. I mean, he is always going to be my baby boy, but he's growing up. He's an adult now.
The other thing is,
Mm-hmm.
you're Muslim, right?
Yeah.
Muslim. So she was iffy on that. She every time, like not every time, but if you came up before you came in the conversation, you're like, so what religion you said she was? What is she? What is she? What is she? I'm like, she's a Muslim. So like, why you keep on asking? Like that, it's for the 1,000th time. Like
Yeah.
Muslim, cause she was raised hardcore Christian.
Your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like my grandparents' church doesn't even play music. Like
Oh.
they believe their vocal cords are um good enough. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's the best one for God or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very traditional.
Yeah. So she was kind of iffy on that.
Mm-hmm.
And then she met you, and she was like, "Get these other 3 kids over there. Hey, come here." But yeah. Anyways, moving on to my sister.
Older sister?
Um, oh, who'd you meet first, Shiloh or?
I think no. I met your older sister that same night. Just as I was walking to the room, and she's like, she said hi, hello, and she's like, "What's your name?" And then I told her my name. She's like, "Oh, okay," and she told me her name. And oh my god, with your older sister?
Hold on, before you get the after, go with the before.
Well, I didn't know, but I like because we never spoke about your older sister.
Did we not?
Not really. We didn't really talk about anybody else in the house. Well, we barely talked about your mom. But I mean, your sister was. I didn't really think much before.
Mm-hmm.
But after I met her, like, I think 4 weeks at a time, I was so intimidated by her. Till we finally, like, started talking more and we got to know each other a bit more. I thought she was so intimidating.
Do you realize you can just smack her around? No, I'm playing.
I wouldn't do that. I mean, I was scared because, I mean, I don't know. She looked scary. She always had that serious face going on. And I was like, I don't know if she's like, I don't know what kind of conversation I can have with her, you know? Because she is your older sister. And of course, I got to respect her in like a certain way. And I got to be like nice to her. And I got to be in everybody's good books. That's you. That's not me.
But yeah, I really don't know about her.
Your
I mean,
older sister.
we never really talked about you.
Yeah.
Well, because I don't really talk to my sisters like that. So I'm not too close to my sisters, even though we see each other pretty much every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess there's not much to say about her. What about Shyla? What'd you think of her?
Before, there wasn't a before. Like, I mean, I had visited visited you several times, but she would have just gotten home, or she was just about to get home right when I was about to leave, or whatever.
Mm.
Stop laughing like that.
Why?
You could expose me. But I mean, I don't know. I think from the first night or the first day that I had spoken to her,
Mm-hmm.
I thought, I mean, she's always been sweet to me. She's always been nice. So we never really had an issue.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember once she was like, "Oh, we're not," because whenever we'd go places, and people would be like, "Oh, who is she? Like, is she your friend, or who is she?" And I'm like, "Oh, she's my sister-in-law." So once she was like, "Oh, what do you tell people? I'm your sister-in-law?" And I was like, "Yeah, because you are my sister-in-law." And then she goes, "Yeah, we're more like friends than we are like family." I mean, of course, there's certain times when there's arguments, fights, or whatever, but at the end of the day, I mean, I don't think her and I ever really had like a there was no major difference, or I wouldn't think because I never really thought of her the same way as it was with your older sister. I think it was similar when it came to her, because we never really talked about our families as much before. But after I met her, I'm like, okay, she's there. And I remember whenever I used to be home, like I'd take her out and take her places, and I think her and I got closer much faster than I got closer to anybody else in the house.
Hmm. Who else? What about Amber?
Amber. Oh my god. Amber and Ella was there too. I know, I'm sorry. I think I'd met both of them before. So before I moved in with you, I had met both of them, so I guess we already had a relationship made. And then they started liking me more than you. But yeah, that's Amber and Ella.
Mm. All right. Well, you already talked about my grandparents, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we'll start moving on to the similar turf between both of us. The family we've only met through video
Virtual.
call and phone calls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Um. So you can eat. I'm gonna start talking because I finished my burger. I don't even think you've taken a bite.
I have not.
You want me to turn down your mic?
Sure. So I don't sound.
Sorry. Finish the sentence.
No, you can turn it off. I could hear everything you were chewing on. Stop. That's annoying and loud.
All right. So the first person I met. Go on.
Go on.
The first person I met was your cousin, aka your sister. Um, I didn't really. I wasn't really nervous talking to her, cause over the phone, whatever. You don't like the conversation. Click. No, I'm playing.
She's watching you.
Come at me, bro. No, I'm playing. No, but with her, she seemed cool. Not seems. I feel like if she and I went out by ourselves, like without you, I feel like we could actually do it. Like probably get in trouble.
It wouldn't be awkward.
Yeah, you probably have to get us out of jail or something. Um, but yeah, it wasn't really like a nerve wracking meeting with her.
Okay.
I was just like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
And then, I had some your language knowledge.
Oh my gosh, the bad stuff.
But yeah, that was her. I had I haven't met her in person. She's in New Zealand, so right, right, yeah, she's in New Zealand. So I haven't met her yet. She wants to come over, right? She wants to come over here. She wants to meet the kid.
Yeah.
Um, she looks like you, kind of. Yeah. I mean, of course, you're family, but considering you're not like sisters, you're cousins.
Let me turn mine off. Yeah. I mean, we've gotten that a lot. People usually, whenever they're like, "Oh, are y'all related?" or before they ask us, they're like, "Oh, you guys are sisters, right?" And we're like, "Yeah, we're sisters." So then they're like, "Are you guys twins?" And then we're like, no, we're not twins. One's older than the other. No, we don't say one's older than the other. We're like, oh, we have a 4-year gap, and all the time, almost like 95% of the time, they're like, "Oh, is she the older one? Are you the younger one?" And I'm like, I don't know. At times I found that offensive, but I was like, oh, maybe that makes me feel younger.
It's a compliment, ain't it? When women terms.
Really? I mean, I was in college. I was in high school. At that time, I was like, oh my God, they think I'm a baby. But, I mean, yeah, we get that a lot, that people think that her and I look alike.
Yeah.
I think the major difference with us, well, physically, if you look at us, you can't really see. I mean, I don't see a lot of similarities because she has curly hair, she has dimples, she's way prettier. I mean, yeah, she is, but I don't know. I think when an outsider who doesn't really know us looks at us, they can see like certain features that we both have in common or that are very prominent in both of us, and they point it out. But I mean, I'm pretty sure even her, if she's next to me and we're trying to like figure out what's the similar feature with us, we'll have like a tough time. But I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, she is my sister. She's my first cousin. But yeah.
Yeah. You want me to turn it back down?
Sure.
All right, go ahead and eat. So next up is the only other person I've actually met. Yo, Papa.
Yes.
Um. Well, meeting the Tapatio man.
I knew you were gonna say that.
um. But yeah, meeting her dad. I don't meet dads. I meet moms. But considering that, well, I can't meet her mom. Due to some circumstances that it's not my place to say. Um, I haven't met her at all, but her dad, I mean, he's pretty chill. It's just I'm not used to meeting dads. Yeah, I'm not used to meeting famous people. You know, fucking the tapatio man. But yeah, no, like I'm not used to talking to dads. I'm always just talking to the mom. The dads were always like, "What do you do?" Sorry, excuse me. What are you doing here? Like, you know, the typical dad stare and whatever. Um, so the dads were like, "Eh, over there," and I always went to the moms. You know, charm the mom up, butter her up. You know, I'm always trying to be like the memorable one, so they can be like, "Oh, remember that guy?" In the future, if we, you know, just rub a little salt in the wound or something. No, but I really haven't really talked to him, mostly because his camera is kind of jacked up, so I can't see the full tapatio man. But we've only pretty much said hi, right? Maybe like a little tiny conversation once.
What did you think of him before you met him?
Before, well, he's a cop. I don't, I don't, I don't like cops. Like, it's not nothing personal to like individual cops. It's just a cops and whole. And I don't know how they are in Fiji, but like my mentality is the U.S. cops. So you know, any cops anywhere, any country, any state, whatever. Um, I just don't like, just because I used. Well, it's not that I don't trust them. Yeah. So when I heard your dad's a cop, I was like, mm.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, I was like already having my doubts about the guy.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, should I talk to this guy? Yeah, don't really want to. And then you told me he was famous. You know, top it up. I'm gonna stop with that. But the the one time we did talk, I just didn't want to be there because I'm not comfortable talking to dads at all. That's one of the reasons. I'm like, no, don't put him over here. Or whenever you're talking to your dad, I try to stay out the room or whatnot because I don't know what to talk to him. What does he like? Like sports and stuff? Is that what like a typical guy stuff?
No. Not, I mean, he's. Let's see. My dad.
Because if it's like typical guy stuff, I can't.
I don't think so.
That's why I always had female friends. Cause
He'll, like, if you try to have a conversation with him, he's not gonna just up and start talking about sports with you or, like, what kind of work do you like to do? What sports are you interested in? He's not gonna have that conversation with you, obviously. You are with his daughter, so he's gonna ask you about your life, your golden life, or whatever, and, why you are with me, and since you are like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna have that conversation. You are with my daughter. Make sure you take care of her, because if you don't take care of her, I'll take care of you afterwards. That kind of conversation. But I mean, I don't think he's gonna pin you down for sports and things like that.
I know, but after that, those conversations, I mean, it's not gonna be like every single conversation is gonna be that. Then he's gonna move on to like guy stuff, and
I don't. I don't
unless
know.
he's,
I mean, his. It's not like I've ever taken a boy home and like had him talk to the guy. I mean, that's never happened before, so I don't even know what it's gonna be like. But he's probably just gonna be that person who's gonna talk to you and make fun of me.
yeah. I mean,
No,
unless the guy starts talking about anime, I don't think I can talk to him.
that's not gonna happen.
I don't even talk to my guy families. The only one I actually like I can have like an actual conversation, like a long is my uncle,
Yeah.
because we nerd out on anime.
I mean, but you gotta muster up the courage to talk to him, because he's gonna be the only parent you'll probably ever talk to. So,
Well, it's not like that. I'm not going to talk to him. It's just
but it's awkward for me because you're like, I never want to talk to him.
I never say I never want to
Don't
talk to
put
him.
me on the spot like that.
Oh, because that one time you just, I was like, no, not right now, and you just went. Jick. I wasn't prepared to talk to him. I didn't like I wasn't like in the
How
mindset
many?
of talk to him.
Well, how many times have you put me on the spot like that with your grandfather on the phone? How many times? Go back and count.
You had already met him though. You had that one time. I haven't really talked to him, and you just went. I was like, oh snap! I was like,
There's always the first time, because if I don't push you to it, you're never gonna do it.
I would have done
That's
it.
your
It's just
no. That's your argument. I don't talk to dads, and you never would talk to my dad.
I would have. It's just that one time you like I wasn't in the mindset. I wasn't ready for like meeting him or anything, and all of a sudden you went. Pop. I was
I
like,
didn't think you were
oh.
gonna make such a big deal
I
about
was
it,
like,
but
oh.
I guess.
Wait. I'm not making a big deal. I'm just saying. Who brought it up?
You.
Oh.
Clearly, you're the one talking
No,
mad
I was.
stuff about my dad here.
I wasn't talking. I'm not talking bad stuff about your dad.
Mad stuff, calling him the tapatio man.
You called him the Tapatio man. See, you're choking up in your own words.
That was not
I
me.
make those jokes because you met him first.
I did not. What are you talking about?
Where were we? Who's left?
That said, you've only met two of my family, and you've talked to my best friend in Fiji.
You consider her family?
Well, I guess she is. You can consider her my family.
I don't remember the conversation that I were. I mean, I've texted her. I've texted her before. So
I don't think you like ever really video called her by yourself or like.
I don't think I've ever video called her. I think it's
I don't
only
think
been
so.
through like.
It's
phone
whenever
call.
like I'm talking to her and you like just try to like peep over and like you say stuff, but it's never been like an actual video conversation.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
you've
around
messaged.
me you've never actually like
Not too many times. I think just once or twice. Maybe lately when she saw
the
Kayla.
Kayla.
Yeah.
That's only. I think that's actually the first time I actually seen her.
That was twice I think. But that's that's the only.
Yeah.
But you messaged her, and
What about Edwin? He's like a brother.
Edwin.
Because you knew of him.
I knew of
Because
him. I knew a
whenever
lot more about him.
Yeah, before we. I was working in Hot Dogs.
I thought it was gonna be awkward meeting him, cause I was like, oh my god, that's his best.
He's a pretty awkward guy.
No, but when I met him, it was like I didn't have a hard time having a conversation or like keeping up with a conversation with him.
That's him.
It was easy. Like it felt very natural. Are you okay?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, with Edwin, he's one of the nicest people I know in your life.
Yeah.
And he's been in your life for like a good while.
Since I was in second grade, whatever age I was. He was second. I was in second grade, and because he's older than me, he was maybe like 2 or 3 years grades over me.
Yeah.
I think actually y'all the same age.
Yeah, I think so too. Wait, is his birthday?
I think it was the 8th.
Is it the 8th or the 4th? Oh, you better look it up, cause you're in trouble, sir. I'll look it up. We'll figure it out. I thought it was the 4th.
How much sex Alex? Oops. I thought it was the 8th. That's why I haven't said anything.
Oh, well.
Oh. So, Edwin, if you're watching this and your birthday's on the 4th, sorry. Today's the 5th. Happy late birthday. And if it's not, happy early birthday. Wait. Oh, yeah. I said today's the 5th. What's the it's Saturday, right? Sunday. Sunday. So this one's, I'm probably going to release it next week.
Yeah.
Or whatever that date is.
Yeah.
No.
11?
Yeah, 11. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, with Edwin, I thought it was going to be awkward. I wouldn't be able to talk to him much. I thought he'd be one of those guys that, like, whenever you try to talk to, like, a guy for a first time and he's trying to be, like, awkward and
He is awkward.
stuck up or whatever. He's not awkward.
He's not stuck up, but he is awkward. Like, he can be awkward.
I mean, whenever I had a conversation with him, he wasn't awkward at all. He's very nice, super.
Because that guy has a charm to him. Like,
he's very charming, huh?
Yeah, this guy can make friends with anybody. This mofo went and made friends with the owner of All Dogs. I caught this guy like casually talking to the guy, and I was like, I've been working for a long time. The guy has never spoken to me.
That's interesting. See, Edwin, you're a nice person. I'm glad you're friends with this dweeb.
Bigger dweeb than me.
Who else?
Leslie.
Leslie. I mean, I met Leslie. I knew Leslie before.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
We met at school.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny how they're both the only friends I pretty much have, and the longest. It was first Edwin, and then I met Leslie. Because I met Edwin whenever I moved to that house. He was my neighbor.
In Farmers Ranch.
Yeah. And I started second grade over there, and then I met Leslie in third grade. According to her, we met kindergarten, but I wasn't in the area in kindergarten. Or first grade. Oh, I guess kind of first. I went to Charlotte School, Stark. For first grade. Kindergarten was closer to the to Dallas. The actual Dallas area.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that going all the way northwest? Yeah. So if you just went all the way northwest.
Oh, like Dallas 35 area?
I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I was over there. So, nobody else, right?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the family that we have. But, yeah, that's...
You forgot one. Mostly because I never think of this guy. My father.
Oh, I thought you just didn't want to bring him up.
No, I honestly completely forgot about him. So, I mean, if you don't want to talk about him, well, because I mean, I don't like the guy. So.
Let's see. So with your dad, from what I had heard, or what I was told from everyone else, I thought he was gonna be like scary, and he would be very negative about certain things. I thought he was gonna ask me a lot of questions, or he would show his anger towards me to a certain point, but he didn't do that. I mean, he was pretty stern. He was like, okay, you guys are together, like make sure you guys have your future set out, like you do this and that, and make sure this is how you do it or whatever, and just do that. And funny enough, whenever he met me, we didn't know that I was already pregnant at that time.
We didn't know.
Huh?
We didn't know, no?
No, I don't think we... Did we?
Yeah, because remember whenever he said that
you were...
Yeah, we were already like, little does he know.
Yeah. It was,
Yeah, because I remember like after he said it, we looked at each other. We went,
Yeah, because he told me, he was like, you guys are, you guys haven't been together for like a very long time. Make sure you guys,
"She wouldn't know."
huh?
He didn't know that.
I mean, but he was just trying to say that make sure you guys plan your life out ahead of you, and make sure you guys finish off school nicely. And we had already finished school, right? Yeah, we both had already finished school. We were both working, and then he was like, just make sure that you're saving up, you have enough money, you're financially ready before you guys decide to have a child. Make sure for another 2 years, no child, no baby. And then we both were like, oh well, that boat sailed a long time ago. We're already like a month or two pregnant.
I think we were. Have we already bought something for the kid?
No, we hadn't told anybody at that time.
I think. Huh?
I don't think anybody else knew. It was just us. But yeah.
Yeah.
We had that conversation. I mean, he seemed like the type of person who had specific rules given out, and he wants you to follow that, and if you don't follow that, then you withstand the circumstances. But I mean, I never really got to see him or like got to know him that much or that well ever again, so I can't really say. In that one time that I did, he was
You
like,
met the faker. That wasn't him. If it's like if you get like if he was here with us right now, you would have met the real him. Like, because whenever he's out in public or meets new people, he turns that fake him on and tries to be liked by everybody. But
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was my opinion or point of view on him.
Yeah.
That's what I thought about him. He wasn't all that bad. He was all, I mean, I can't really say how he was because I didn't really meet him for a very long time, and I only met him once for like a brief period of time. It was probably less than 15 minutes, but that was about it. Yeah. So I don't have much to say about it.
yeah, probably never gonna meet him again. Just now you met in Texas. So, any finishing thoughts?
Um, let's see. My finishing thought, is it like giving advice or like just what I thought about meeting our families in general?
But I think if you want to give an advice or your feelings about something or anything, just go ahead.
I know. All in all, I think I was scared to meet everybody, but after I met them, I got to know them. I was like, they're so much nicer. And I was like scared. I was worried for no reason. And once I got to know them, you're crunching. You need to chill. Thank you.
No.
Well, I know, but I can still hear you crunching. But like I was saying, I don't think. I mean, I know everyone's gonna be scared before you're about to meet your significant other's family, and it's a huge family, or like if it's someone who's very special to your significant other, you're gonna be scared. But once you get to know the people, once you get to know his family and like the closest friends and family, I think you're gonna be fine because if they're genuine people, at the end of the day, those who really care about him, they will care about you, and they're gonna be nice to you regardless. So I mean, just go for it and just do it.
We didn't talk about my uncles, did we?
No, we just said that we briefly met them.
No, I guess you just want to say something quick about them, or just say, I guess, what you think of all three of them individually.
Well, I mean,
Well, I guess my aunt you really haven't.
yeah, you and I haven't really had like a conversation with her. Just like I said in the beginning, I've just said like hi's and hellos, but that's it. With your uncles, I've spoken to both of them. I've spoken to your younger uncle more than your older uncle, your Theodani. That's why he likes me more than he likes you. He likes hearing me talk.
He only likes you because he gets to make fun of me with you a lot more.
He's
and you
nicer.
go with it.
I think I'm gonna have a great time talking to him, roasting you. With your older uncle, with your Tio Vilo, I think I respect him a lot more. With your younger uncle, with your Tio Dani, I think with him, it's more like it's the similar situation.
Alright, we're gonna stop the video here. So, any last thoughts?
No.
Alright, well, thank you for joining us today in another Saturday Grub, and we'll see you next time.